But there's a lot of reports that came out yesterday about the head coach that Cal is currently in talks with Oregon's defensive coordinator Tosh Lupoy.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Tosh Lupoy? And can you just give your own perspective on what that would mean to you if Lupoy was the one to take over the program? Today I talked to Michael Cooley, a third-year outside linebacker on the California Golden Bears. We talked about campus culture, the disconnect between athletics and academics at Berkeley, and I highlighted the adversity that the Golden Bears have faced this year as a team losing their head coach in Justin Wilcox. We looked ahead to Tosh Lupoy as the next head coach of California, and Michael Cooley gave me interesting perspectives into his background at UC Berkeley. This is the Berkeley Pulse, your source for Cal sports and Cal news. My name is Morgan Garcia, and I'm here with the Berkeley Pulse. And who am I speaking with today?
Mike Cooley Jr., outside linebacker at Cal.
All right. And what year are you at Berkeley?
I am a junior.
You're a junior. How is it in your third year adjusting to the lifestyle of Berkeley?
Third year, feels very comfortable. Pretty routine at this point, so every day is almost kind of the same. Getting into that same routine, and I'm just very comfortable. Grew up around here as well, so I'm just fitting right in.
I believe you went to Bishop O'Dowd High School. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
So, what kind of experiences do you have in childhood around the Berkeley campus, or maybe attending Berkeley football games?
Man, I've been going to Berkeley games for almost all my life. My dad is a Berkeley alum, so pretty much bred bleed blue throughout my whole life. And yeah, it's just always one of those local. Even when I lived across the bay, we'd always make our way out to Berkeley games, especially back then. The culture was huge, big game culture, just battle of the bay, everything about Berkeley's athletics and sports. A ton of people, the alumni love it. A ton of people from across the bay would come out to support it. So.
What are some standout players or moments that you can remember from childhood that kind of stood out to you when you were going through your recruiting process?
Man, so definitely, obviously, growing up, the ones I can more recently remember, I might have seen a little bit of Cam Jordan. Was pretty young, but Jared Goff. Man, Jared Goff was the peak of me. I actually got to meet Jared Goff at like some event, so I got his autograph. Super cool, really cool guy, really quiet guy, but man, I love watching him play. Seeing some Keenan Allen as well, and recently, I actually was a big fan of Garbers was cool. Evan Weaver, of course.
They broke the big game streak.
I know. That was probably the best game. That was definitely a highlight game as a fan. Was in 2019.
Were you there for Evan Weaver's pick six versus Washington?
No, I don't think
that was a fun one.
I was watching it though. I wasn't there in person, but I remember watching it.
Evan Weaver, Bears in 4.
And Cross. If I remember correctly, we didn't get an offensive touchdown that game.
I swear to God, yeah. We had like 2 field goals, pick six.
All
barely
defensive,
beat them.
just defensive masterclass. That was an awesome win, and I love that for the program going up. So yeah, just watching those and growing up with them, and obviously my dad, like Cal's always the place to be, and also my staff at O'Dowd, all Cal legends, Job at Best, Hardy Nickerson. Tariq Glenn, he's still working here. Great guy. Won a Super Bowl with the Colts. And a couple other guys. Matt is overall alumni. So Cal's just been around my life, my whole life. So
it's amazing. I have a similar experience where I've attended Cal football games since I was 3.
Yeah.
So I've seen the Job at Bests of the world. I've seen the Deshaun Jacksons and all of it. Chase Garbers and Jared Goff.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to be here as a student after seeing it as a little kid, and you're looking up to these people.
Yeah.
Can you speak to that experience of going through your recruitment process and finally committing to Berkeley? What kind of emotions were you feeling?
Man,
what nostalgia were you living in?
So much nostalgia. I mean, I was so high. Like, I got the call actually on another visit. So it was crazy. Like that. And unironically, I was actually in Arizona, and the Cal swim team was there too. So my dad knew them all. So we were on the same flight back to Berkeley as the Cal swim team. So I'm telling him, I'm going to Cal. So we got a cool picture of them. Been around the swim team because my dad was a swimmer. So that was just crazy coincidence. But man, yeah, things were high, and it's just crazy. I just remember like going to these games and being fans of some of these players, and having the honor to be part of that program and be a teammate of some of the guys. As a fan, I was cheering on. So yeah, that was just. The emotions were definitely high. I was just in shock, and Just, you know, thank everyone that's helped me out on my journey, school, parents, trainers, coaches, God, like it was fantastic. So
Mhm.
very grateful.
Now, who was mostly involved in your recruitment process? Which coaches did you interact with the most?
I would say he's currently not here. A former player. He's actually coaching at College of San Mateo right now. Hawk Schreider. Fantastic dude. Met him at one of the camps, and got in touch, and he really helped me out. And I started working with him. He's running private training, so anyone's check him out. He's getting all the D linemen in the Bay right. So I was like his first client, and he really helped me so much with recruiting and just development, getting ready for at the next level. So him, and then I would say outside backer. So Coach Vic Soto has been very helpful for me as well. So yeah.
So you've been on a Justin Wilcox team for 3 years,
3 years.
now. I'm curious what kind of defensive emphasis Justin Wilcox put in, and how active was he with kind of every department on the team?
I'd say my experience with Justin, I've obviously been been a fan, so it's crazy. He's been here for 9 years. And I got to be a part of a team with him for 3. Very, very smart coach. He'd always emphasize playing smart football, making smart decisions, limiting penalties, and great defensive scheme to kind of disguise coverages and really get after and affect the quarterback. So it was awesome to get a part of that. And he was always very active on both sides of the ball. But I'd say he places a lot of trust. Justin gives guys a lot of opportunities to be the best that they could be. And, everyone, if you would talk to them, I think they'd be grateful for that, coaches included. So he believes in a lot of people and gives a lot of people shots. So definitely thankful for the opportunity he has given me. And yeah, no, he's very, very, his football knowledge is very, very smart. So it was definitely, obviously we've been a defensive program for most of his tenure year. And
after the Sunny Dykes years.
Yes, exactly. So yeah.
What culture can you speak to that Justin Wilcox created? Because UC Berkeley has this kind of disconnect between athletic support and academic support.
Yeah.
We're known as the #1 public university in the world, and it's recognized by a lot of outlets and by a lot of people. But one thing that doesn't get enough attention, at least currently or in the recent memory, is sports. More specifically, our biggest money-making sports, football and basketball. What kind of emphasis did Justin Wilcox put into the culture of student-athlete identity?
That's interesting. Regarding within the team, heavy, especially I put a lot of emphasis on the student part as well. This is a elite school. He emphasizes that a lot. It's a privilege to go to this school. And obviously you have to perform academically to be eligible to play. So he's very good at making sure all of us are on top of that and giving us the right staff. He's very in tune with the school's history, especially for rivalry weeks, big game. Through the week, he'll quiz all the new players, or not even quiz, like he'll kind of introduce the new players to the history and lore of the game throughout the week, showing clips. And we have a couple members on the staff who've played on the big game on Cal and Stanford side who'll give a speech about it. So definitely like teach people to have pride in this university now, and also just to really play for each other as well and play to win. And when that comes, recently we've seen a lot of momentum with the Calgorithm and stuff like that, and we're playing great football. I think the students really get involved. We've had some incredible game experiences. Miami, big game last year as well. Even the big game this year is a good showing. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it done, but definitely just really just playing for the brand of Cal, and that in turn, generates student support. So when they see that on the field.
Love it. So you speak about the big game, and we know that this team has went through a lot of adversity this year and
Yeah.
ups and downs.
Yeah.
We know that we lost a big game in a way that was a little bit hurtful to students, to players,
Yep.
and to the coaches.
Yep.
And then the events that followed left to Justin Wilcox's firing. What can you speak to about the way that your group came together in the locker room and prepared for SMU and came back with such a definitive win that kind of brought the heartbeat back to Berkeley,
Yeah.
to the football team, and to the student body?
Man, so really, it was definitely emotions were more people are just in shock, and there's just more uncertainty because you know how things are in this current college football world. No one knows what's really going to happen. Still to this, I don't really know what's going to happen with the new head coach. So really, our interim Nick Rolovich, incredible guy. It's a pleasure to be able to be a player under him. He came in, he got everyone together, and he made sure, we're focusing. This team is about us. This is about the players, and we have one more game, senior night. You're going to play for each other, and you're going to play hard, play your best, and really we had that mentality going through in practice, and we really put it out in the field. They came in likely thinking it would be another easy notch win on their belt, but we weren't going to let that happen. We were going to give it our all for each other, and that's what we did. It resulted in an incredible down to the wire game, and everyone on the team played phenomenal and did their best, and it was just really awesome to see. So
That was a great experience. I got to cover it on the field. Just
fantastic.
really fun to be there and document it.
That was amazing.
And see, even if the stadium wasn't full, the people that
Even
were
then,
there until
yeah.
the end were
Yeah.
screaming, like jumping up and down.
Yeah.
I was seeing the same elation that I had when I was a kid, and I'd see Cal go down to the wire,
Oh, yeah.
get that random
It
W.
just came right back. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So one question, we'll keep it somewhat speculative because
Oh yeah.
it's not official,
Uh-huh.
but there's a lot of reports that came out yesterday about the head coach
Mm.
that Cal is currently in talks with Oregon's defensive coordinator Tosh Lupoy.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Tosh Lupoy, and can you just give your own perspective on what that would mean to you if Lupoy was the one to take over the program?
Man, yeah, I've seen those reports, and we'll see. It looks like, to what I've heard, we don't really know much from him, but from reports that everyone has been seeing, it looks like they're working to finalize him as a head coach. And I also saw on Twitter a lot of former players, Deshaun Jackson, Cam Jordan, were really pushing for this move. So I did a quick little deep dive. He's from the area, played here, had his first coaching stint here, so I think definitely has a lot of history connection to this program, which I think is important because he will hopefully, he's going to give it his best. And looking at his track record, he has an incredible resume. So if he is the one hired, I'm excited to see what he brings. I'm excited to meet him. It'll be really cool to have a guy who played during the legendary Tedford years return.
That you and I saw.
Exactly. So it'd be amazing that just kind of bring some of that nostalgia a little bit back, as well as a lot of the stuff he's learned and his defensive mindset. So it'll be continuing the defensive focus for me, which I love, and excited if he were hired to meet him.
My last question for you is going to be, what are your personal goals in football and in academics at Berkeley for not only the spring, but for the next fall?
Personal goals. Yeah, I got to definitely work on just getting the right weight for my position, just make things easier so I could really focus down on my technique and fundamentals. So coming in the spring, that's going to be big. This winter break, post-bowl season, I'm really going to spend a lot of time working on getting my body to that right shape. Academically, I'm trying to cruise through, do the best I can. This year I'm definitely been better at academics, at managing. It takes time to kind of get in, but this year I'm definitely into that kind of groove. So yeah, I'm just trying to graduate my 4 years here and hopefully get a degree in polyeconomics. And just to have, a Berkeley degree always comes a long way, especially around this area. And yeah, just excited for spring ball and just give it my best. So
Great.
yeah.
All right, on 3, we're gonna give it Go Bears. 1, 2, 3.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
I woke up to a view of the Bay Bridge.
That shit was
Looking
fire,
past, I
bro.
can tell you I see all the fog.
Every
But it's
answer,
not what you
phenomenal.
think, we's Berkeley. Puffin' gas, good lake, yeah, I go berserk. Where did you get your news? Yeah, I heard it here first at the Berkeley Pulse. Berkeley
I would love
Pulse. I
to.
feel
I
alive when
wanna
I
get
see
a-
the blue and gold. We
not
got
only a
Marshawn
football,
Lynch
I
and he
wanna
doing
get
the most. You can talk all that shit, but the West is the best coast. And we gotta be the best though. And I gotta spit the best flows. Ay, ay, we the Berkeley Pulse. We the Berkeley Pulse, man.
2, 3, Go Bears! Thank you. Go Bears. But I like to give a voice to people, and that's the entire reasoning behind the brand that I'm making, is giving voice to people that, like, I don't know, Daily Cow's not seeking out every fucking player. I am. I don't know what Cassie's doing, but I'm doing it. I would love it if you could could repost it, let the players know that I'm someone who can interview not just about football, but I want to ask people about their lives and document what being a student athlete means to this campus.
I gotta cover that. Especially a lot of freshmen get maybe a good start.
I'd love to go there.
What are you guys up to now?
Well,
I mean, I want to go back.
that boy's going home
Are
for
you going
sure.
home or back?
I gotta get some food. I'm hungry. Oh yeah, watch. You'll see it on the Berkeley Pulse on every platform, probably on